Good morning, grade 10. So, how are you today? I hope everyone is ready to listen for this lesson. Okay, so if you have remembered last week, we talked about the ban for plastic. For today, we're going to discuss another global problems, which is air pollution. So, we're going to discuss what is air pollution, the sources of air pollution, the effect, and how can we lessen air pollution. Okay? Alright, so nowadays, air pollution in our country has become a bane of our existence. It is not only the problem here in the Philippines, but all over the world. And the effect of it, or the effects of air pollution, are felt especially in the metropolitan cities because of the growing industrialization. So we're going to find out what are the effects or what are the sources of this air pollution. Our text for today is based on the writings of Ruth Guzman and Roger Guzman. So air pollution is one of the biggest threats for our environment and it affects everyone. All right. Now let's start discussing and analyzing the text air pollution. So Metro Manila ranks among the 20 most polluted cities in the world. Do you agree with this? Okay. The question here is how and why. So here are the reasons why we became a part of most polluted place in the world. As the fresh air and natural air gets dirty and polluted by the means of smoke, dust, toxic gases, what else? Motor vehicles, and industries, that is called air pollution. And of course, we already know that air is one of the most important elements in life. So can you imagine life without air? All right. So some of the main reasons for the environment to get dirty is the use of motor vehicles. So like for example, we have here cars, motorcycles, buses, trucks, jeepneys, airplanes. All right. So these vehicles uses a lot, or rather these vehicles use a lot of fuels which emit a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And that is the biggest reason for the air getting dirty. And because of these mobile sources, the air pollution in Metro Manila became a serious problem to everyone. All right? And another sources of air pollution are stationary sources of pollutants that includes factories, crematorium, power plants, garbage dams, construction sites. So they are generally non-mobile, larger emitting sources, but they emit particulates, nitrogen, sulfur oxides, and ammonia that cause air pollution. Also, we have incinerators. So when we say incinerators, it is an apparatus for burning material, especially industrial waste, at high temperatures until it is reduced to ash. And we have the power plant. So it can cause also air pollution. Okay, so we have the garbage dams and construction sites. So the pollution emitted from one industry does not stay in one place and it spreads rapidly and affects the atmosphere. Air pollution is constantly damaging the biological system. So we are done discussing the sources of air pollution. Now let's discuss the effects of air pollution. All right. So health effects from the air pollution span a very wide range of severity. So from coughing and bronchitis to a heart disease and lung cancers. So that is how air pollution affects human, not only human, but everything here on earth. And the most vulnerable groups includes the infants, the children, the elderly, and those who are suffering from chronic respiratory conditions. And studies show that air pollution in developing world cities is responsible for some 50 million cases per year of chronic coughing in children younger than 14 years of age. So the Philippines Clean Air Act of 199 number 8794 outlines the government's measure to reduce air pollution and incorporate environmental protection into its development plans. So these rules and regulations shall apply to all industrial emissions and other establishments which are potential of air pollution. So that is Clean Air Act, Republic Act number 8794. The air that we breathe today is full of toxic and hazardous pollutants. So each year, millions of people die all around the world due to different pollution-related problems. And the key to living a healthy life is to identify the sources of air pollution and implement a practical ways so that you can help stop or lessen air pollution. So here are simple ways on how we are going to help or to prevent air pollution. All right. So first we have riding a bike or walking instead of driving. So leaving your car parked and commuting by bike or walking is an easy way to help reduce air pollution. And of course, you are making a positive difference anytime that you walk or you bike instead of driving. And of course, it is also a good form of exercise. Next, buying a car that has a greater fuel efficiency. So when your mom or dad wants to shop for a new car, so tell them to look for a fuel efficiency vehicles with low greenhouse gas emissions. So these cars can help the environment while potentially saving your money. So next, turning off turning off lights and appliances when they are not in use. So don't keep your light and other electrical devices on if it is not in use. Also, the more traditional power that you are using, the more energy you're wasting. And of course, the more that you are polluting the air. All right? Okay, so next we have this. Next we have using energy efficient light bulbs and appliances. Next we have buying fewer things that are manufactured using fossil fuels. Okay, and of course, planting a trees, have a garden. So although level of air pollution has reached a critical point, still there are more ways by which we can do to reduce air pollution. So we can do our part even in a very simple way, just like what I have mentioned earlier. So planting trees or reforestation, or rather the quality of air here can be improved when you plant more trees. So you have to plant a garden that is going to give the air the nutrients it needs to be cleaner. Okay, so again, let's do our part to solve this problem. All right. So to sum it up, we can say that the air we breathe is getting more and more polluted day by day. But we can all work together to discover solutions to the massive problems and reducing pollution of all kinds. So this is it, grade 10. We have done discussing air pollution. So I hope you learned something from this lesson. So again, this is Teacher Mitch, your English teacher. So goodbye everyone. Have a nice day.